One morning at Tidmouth Sheds, Thomas the Tank Engine was waking up from a nap. Some of the other engines have left to start their jobs, and some engines stayed at Tidmouth Sheds to get some shut-eye. "I'm ready for another normal day," said Thomas, and he puffed out of the sheds. Thomas then arrived at the scrapyard to collect his train. "Boy," said Thomas, "Martin did a really good job of shunting these cars," and Thomas puffed away with his loads of twisted scrap. Thomas then arrived at Great Waterton. He then saw Percy talking to some other engines. "And so, me and Mr. Dempsey thought that we were going to lose, but Dank Dempsey wasn't going to give up. He then pushed me back to Sodor safely, and he took care of that nasty diesel, and he's been put in the Sodor jail for good." "Oh, hello, Thomas," said Toby. "Percy was just telling us a story about a superhero who defeated Diesel 10. Have you heard the story yet?" No," said Thomas. "I haven't heard it yet." "Emily, Shane, you two look a little different." "Oh, hey, Thomas," said Emily. "Me and Shane had to go to Crew Works for some updates." "Yeah, Tomo," said Shane. "Our old forms weren't doing that well, so we got some new looks. Do they look good?" "You and Emily look really good, Shane," said Thomas. "But I have to go now. I think I might have taken the wrong turn. I'll see you all later." "Something might be wrong with Thomas," said Stanley. "What makes you say that, Stanley?" said Toby. "He was kind of worrying for a little bit. Something must be wrong, but I don't know what's wrong with him." Thomas began thinking to himself as he rode along the line. "The news of Dank Dempsey is starting to go around Sodor. At least nobody knows that I'm Dank Dempsey." Thomas then dumped his cars at Knapford Yards, and he went rolling around the island to do some searching. Thomas then arrived at Vickerstown Station, making sure everything was fine. He then found Sir Topham Hatt. "Sir Topham Hatt," said Thomas, "do you know where James is? I need to talk to him." "Oh, James, I sent him on patrol. Because of the recent events of Diesel 10, I need to make sure everything is nice and safe. And another thing, Thomas, have you heard about this Dank Dempsey? He sounds like a really nice hero." "He is a really nice hero," said Thomas. "I heard Percy talking about him with Shane, Toby, Emily, and Stanley." "You seem a little worried, Thomas. Is there anything wrong?" No, sir. I'm fine. I just need to go to my branch line." And Thomas then rolled away to his branch line. Later that night, instead of going to Tidmouth Sheds with his friends, Thomas decided to rest at Knapford Yards to think. "Everyone has been talking about Dank Dempsey all day," said Thomas. "So far, nobody knows that I'm Dank Dempsey. I'm just glad about that right now." Just then, James came into the siding. "Hello, Thomas," said James. "I haven't seen you all day. What's wrong? You look upset and worried." It was at this moment that Thomas realized what he had to tell James. "Listen, James. Just promise you won't tell anybody on Sodor. Not an engine, not a road vehicle, not a human being, nothing. The thing is, I'm Dank Dempsey." James was speechless. "I didn't know that," said James. "But I promise I'm not going to tell anybody. You can count on me, Thomas." "Thanks, James," said Thomas. "But I'm not sure how long this little secret of ours is going to last."